a voice for peace, a voice for truth and principle, but not just a voice, an activist for peace and justice. Please welcome Caroline Lucas, MP.
Well, it's brilliant to see you all here today, and we're here to demand freedom and justice for the Palestinians. We're here to say we completely reject the policy of collective punishment that has turned Gaza into the biggest open-air prison in the world. We're here to demand the end of the illegal and immoral occupation. We're here to demand an end to the siege of Gaza, and we're here to demand an independent investigation into the murder and piracy that took place on the high seas last week. And we're outside Downing Street because our government is complicit in the horrors that take place in Gaza. Our government and the governments of the EU and US are standing by and wringing their hands while the horrors unfold in Gaza. And that makes them complicit in those horrors as well. And those horrors include a developmental crisis as people still sit in the rubble of their homes because they're not allowed to rebuild them because Israel won't allow the goods through. It includes an education crisis. A whole generation of children are missing out on schools because the Israeli authorities won't allow education materials through. And it is a humanitarian crisis because we know so many people in Gaza are suffering from lack of food and clean water. And we are here to say that siege must end now.
Enough is enough!
I went to Gaza and saw for myself what's happening there, and I met with John Gings, who's from the UN agency there, and he said this. He said the inhumanity and the illegality of the situation is that the goods are there to distribute. It's just a question of opening the gates. Well, we're here today to shame our government into helping them to open those gates. And we're here to pay tribute to those brave people who risked their lives, and 9 of them paid with their lives in order to sail to Gaza to open those gates. And we have to put pressure on Israel, for example, by suspending the EU-Israel Association Agreement. That isn't an agreement whereby Israeli goods are coming into Britain and the rest of the EU at preferential advantage. They are receiving preferences at the same time as they are perpetrating state terrorism. Now, that association agreement has a human rights clause. That clause says that if there are abuses of human rights, that agreement should be suspended. And so we're here to say, when are enough human rights abused?
Yes.
Enough is enough. The occupation is enough. The settlement expansion is enough. The house demolitions are enough. The illegal war is enough. The Operation Cast Lead was enough. And now the killings on the convoy are enough. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough! Enough is enough!
We need actions, not words. Open the gates, bring freedom and justice to the Palestinians.
Yes!
But just 2 more things, please. Can you ask your MPs to sign Early Day Motion 127? It's a small thing to do, but it's a test of whether they are or they are not on the side of justice and peace. Get them to sign EDM 127, and also join Oxfam and other NGOs by texting the word LIFT to 766. Take action, and together we will be successful.